Hi guys, so today we're going to go through how to use commas in English language. So you can use commas to separate items in a series of 3 or more things, so it's in a list. It could be a noun, a verb or an adjective phrase. I bought Nutella, flour and milk, so the comma goes in between Nutella and flour. There is the option of putting a comma here, it's known as the Oxford comma, however English writers don't adhere to this. It's more often seen in American writing, but you can use it just so long as you choose a style and you remain consistent throughout your writing. You must remember to be polite, quiet and respectful. Ollie went skiing, swimming and hiking. Mark is wearing a red jumper, black jeans and black shoes. You can use the comma to separate a dependent from an independent clause. So something dependent needs something else. So in this sense, it needs an independent clause in order for it to make sense. An independent clause can stand on its own. But if an independent clause comes first in a sentence, then you don't need to use the comma because the sentence will make sense. When I stay over, you can wake me up. Although Billy liked my idea, she remained stubborn. So she remained stubborn makes sense on its own, but although Billy liked my idea, there's something missing. Although she liked it, what else do we need to know? While Mark and Crystal were cooking, Ollie played with Bailey. Ollie played with Bailey. What was happening whilst they were cooking? That's not given to us, so we need the dependent clause to follow with a comma. If you are polite, I will reward your behaviour. When you complete your classwork, I'll let you out for break. You can use a comma to separate independent clauses that make sense on their own, using one of the following conjunctions: for, and, but, nor, or, yet, or so. So I want to go to Australia, but I need to save money. I need to save money and I want to go to Australia makes sense, but because of the conjunction, we need to put a comma before it. She can go to the cinema on Friday, or she can take Emily ice skating. He needs to rest so his foot can heal. We were going to be late, yet we made it just in time. It wasn't her fault, nor was it her sister. You can use commas to separate non-essential or extra information. So Bailey, my sister, is turning 2 in March. So Bailey is turning 2 in March makes sense on its own. My sister is the extra information, so the commas go around it. My mother, who is 46, works 6 days a week. Miss Curry, my maths tutor, is only available on weekends. My essay, which is due in January, is very difficult. You can use a comma to separate an introductory phrase or word, also known as a prepositional phrase. So consequently, she couldn't make it. No, it won't be finished before Christmas. Sadly, the fireworks were cancelled due to the bad weather. On the other hand, we could just wait 15 more minutes. Oh, we won't be able to get there until 10. You can use a comma to separate the name of a city from a country or place. I live in London, England. We will travel to Sydney, Australia in August. They stayed in Venice, Italy for an entire month. She moved to Corfu, Greece last year. You can use commas to separate multiple adjectives, and if you can separate them using the word and, then you can put a comma there. He bought a baggy grey tracksuit. Millie ate a soggy, juicy tomato. My aunt is a strong, healthy and outgoing woman. The delicious warm fudge cake and ice cream was served at 7. Here is an example using adverbs, so swiftly and noiselessly. You can use a comma to set off an appositive. An appositive are 2 nouns that refer to the same thing or person. So Michael Bublé is a singer, and he's well known for his Christmas single, so we get 2 nouns that refer to him there. So it's kind of like the extra information, you put the commas around it. Bailey's a 2-year-old girl, loves to eat chocolate pancakes. Her Uncle John comes around for dinner once a week. Jessie often likens herself to Mother Teresa, a missionary. The electrician Mark Brooke designed the spotlights. You can also use a comma to separate a quote. I'm hungry, she moaned. Hurry or we will miss the flight, exclaimed Jenny. So what's different here is the use of the exclamation mark. There's no need for the comma because the quote is essentially finished from within. Billy roared, Dad, come quickly. Crystal and Ollie shouted in unison. The neighbours are setting off fireworks. So here are some examples. Get a pen and a piece of paper and see if you can work out what the rule is and where the commas go. She swam, rode her horse and relaxed. Here we have a list. So the comma goes after swam. Slowly, she crept into the cinema. So it's at the start of the sentence. So it's an introductory phrase. The potent, colourful pasta is her favourite. So here we have potent and colourful, which are adjectives describing the pasta. Ollie, an 8-year-old boy, enjoys playing on the computer. We're staying in Dublin, Ireland for 2 weeks in August. So here it's separating a place from a country. Lily had a disagreement with her friend and they stopped talking. Lily had a disagreement with her friend, makes sense on its own, and they stopped talking, makes sense on its own. So here we have an independent clause joined by a conjunction. Mark, my fiancé, is an electrical contractor. Mark is an electrical contractor. My fiancé is a bit of extra information. Since I was tired, I decided to go to bed. Since I was tired is a dependent clause. I decided to go to bed. So because since I was tired is dependent and comes first, the comma is needed. I decided to go to bed since I was tired. That would make sense on its own. There'd be no need for a comma. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be putting up more videos that focus on English punctuation. Please like, subscribe and hit the bell, and I hope you've learnt something. Bye guys.